about mental illness, so I want to give a content warning because it is about heavy stuff. But I hope that it is uplifting, and I hope that it finds you. This poem is called "The Dead Girls Club," but it's for everybody, not just girls. I was a sweet, naive child, really. In my innocence, I believed the moon followed me across state lines, down coasts, on plane rides. I was a lonely child, really. And she was really the first friend I ever had, and really, I still have that 5-year-old's hope that there are friends in the dark, that they will show up for me if I just stay right here. I used to have this nightmare all the time when I was like 5. It happened every night, and I'd shoot up in my bed and find the moon outside my window. Sorry that she is both late and also perfectly on time. She'd say, "You're still so scrappy, even in your dreams, girl, you know that?" I smile. I want to start a club. I want to start a club. I want to start a club for all the girls that should be dead. I don't mean it like that. I don't think any of us should be dead. It's just that there's like this unspoken bond between us girls who should have died, like wanted to, like try. It's not romantic that we've all drawn up the same elaborate burial plans. I just want a club for those girls, for us girls, the ones who survived their own death, resurrected their story from the past and stuffed all the guts back in. It's not romantic. Having this type of sickness isn't sweet. I just mean, how nice would it be to help each other not take it all so seriously? Like, when my time does come, which, by the way, will be from something hopefully really lame, like tripping up the stairs or something to do with a cat or getting stuck inside one of those big floaty pool rings, but when my time does come, when my time really comes, it would be a way better wake if someone showed up to the funeral who was close with both me and death before we met. Made the whole thing less somber, a little easier for the family. I'm just saying you guys could and should come through in just like a really inappropriately colorful outfit or with like maracas and a wig, just start juggling or something and high five my mom and be like, "Was that you that taught her how to break dance?" Even though you know I learned it in the club. I just want a group of girls to carry every single postponed coffin in a synchronized tap dance routine, singing something like "Hey Ya" by Outkast, and can't even keep a straight face when the pastor, whoever, says some shit like, "She lived a very full life," because one of you was about to shout something like, "No duh, dude, she was in the club," and then just pours half the handle out on my grave, and you guys all say a prayer that they have pugs and pickles, Jameson, and maybe even Tinder up in heaven. But this club is going to be my church. Made for all you take-back eulogies who went back on your own promise to leave and gave life to something so much more colorful than a funeral. The girls who resisted the blade and instead got shit-faced on a hope for a plot twist or a better story to begin with. When it finally ends, we'll all throw it in for a stake of land that holds us better than words can. A single plot under a weeping copper beech or a sobbing willow tree, and we'll welcome the sun for once. Most days warm, sometimes frost. The plot will never be covered in anything but green. We were never anything but growing in vines up a gravestone that will never know a name. Just a promise, engraved with a promise that says, "I'm not gone, I'm just finally free." I don't know about you, but I get lost all the time. But we're always lost, though, aren't we? All of us. Spinning on our heels, looking for our direction in the past. But baby, history books have no concept of north. Stop asking them to tell you where to go. We've got each other for that, if we want. Life drags us back through the past by the scruff of our necks sometimes, but please resist the recount. Dig your heels in. You don't have to replay the wreckage like home videos at the holidays every time you get a phantom pain. If you want to bury a part of you, bury that. Bury the past. Give it a grave to hold your place while you live, and bury that shit somewhere you can't visit often. So when it calls you from the bottom of a bottle, you'll be raising a glass to a brighter future instead, and I'll be there. There's a life to grab hold of that has not yet been written. Bucking, galloping, wild girl, abandon the sad story. You are already free. You are not a hostage of your past. Because did I forget to mention, the club knows how to predict the future, and spoiler alert, you live. For a while, like 80s, you know, but like it or not, you were planted here. And now, all you have to do is be. There is a hungry sun calling all of us up from the very ground we are some days so homesick for. asking for us to blossom in the sun as a thirsty ballad, always begging us for some holy chorus I have not yet figured out the words to, but I have learned you do not have to know the lyrics to hum along. There are people like us who have lived a life so unspeakably brave that even the sailors made a double take, then carved the women on their ships in our image. I want to start a club for all the girls who crossed their fingers as they put down the poison and blacked out on hope instead, drunkenly climbing up on some bar, singing about a promise that someday I'm going to become a writer. Dead girls, if you're considering your ending, consider the club instead. Please stay. Dead boys too, please stay. I mean, all of you stay. If you want to leave, just wait. Please check out the club perks and the open bar, and if you still want to leave, drink the ocean like an anchor and let it hold you to the earth until you believe that you belong here. Until the tide goes out and you see the moon again. I know it can get so bad. Sometimes it feels like you've gone blind to every star in the sky, but the one that could shoot you out of here. Everything is harder alone, I know. But look at all these stars. You are anything but alone. Whatever dark secret you have, I know, but the night has one darker, and she promised me she'd carry it for you when you were just too tired, and me too. Just please, don't go anywhere, because now we have a club.